On this morning's dish, Chef Gabriela Camara. The New York Times described her Mexico City restaurant, Contramar, as the equivalent of New York's Four Seasons in its heyday, only more fun and with much better food. 4 years ago, Camara brought her flair for fresh Mexican seafood to San Francisco with her restaurant, Cala. And this year, she's released a cookbook and is the subject of a Netflix documentary. I sat down with Chef Gabriela at Cala in San Francisco. Inside Chef Gabriela Camara's San Francisco eatery, Cala, fine dining meets finger food with her Mexican small plates.
Tostadas, tamal, tostadas de esa.
Camara brings a lifetime of cooking experience into the kitchen, but no formal training. The former art history student doesn't think of her food as art, like a painting. It just happens to come out that way.
I would start with these.
Take Cala's signature, trout tostadas with chipotle, avocado, and fried leeks.
This is sort of our little staple dish, so I wanted to make this for you.
This is fantastic.
Good.
Camara garnishes her abalone tostada with trout roe, Orabi bonito flake-infused aioli, and the blue-flowered herb borage. I don't want to eat it. It's too pretty.
I love very simple flavors, but I want them to be bright, so that's why I use a lot of acid in lemon, in lime.
But it's this dish that blends all her varied influences.
So this is pasta, but pasta made in a Mexican-Spanish way.
Fried pasta noodles and clams cooked with liquid tomato and chipotle chili.
My mother would say this is not pasta. Because what is this deep frying of pasta?
Delicious. Yeah. Camara is the daughter of an Italian mother and Mexican father. She was raised in Mexico City. What was it like having those different influences as a young kid?
It was great, and we always had all these periods of time that we lived in Italy, or periods in which we came to the States, or a lot of traveling because of my parents' work, and also just because they really wanted us to have exposure to a wider world.
Did you think that food was your future, though?
No. I mean, I thought I would always cook and eat well, but I did open a restaurant when I was very young, and I had no idea. And I realized how much I loved it.
Camara was still in college in Mexico City when she opened her first restaurant, Contramar, with 3 friends.
It was an experiment, but we were very serious about it. We wanted it to work. We invested very little money. We all scraped from our savings here and there, and it happened.
Almost immediately, Contramar became a sensation. How do you take what starts as what sounded like it just started as, let's do this will be fun, and turn it into the success that it became?
I think with a lot of work, with a lot of attention, with a lot of caring, and I know that common sense is the least common of our senses.
Right.
But I actually turned out to be a very good manager just because I was my common sense worked in a restaurant.
5 years ago, Camara and her family moved to the Bay Area. She was shopping around San Francisco for a location for a new restaurant when
I found this space and I thought, I need to do something here. It's so good. It's
Is this the space we're sitting in?
This is the space
we're
sitting in.
I get it by sitting here.
And I saw the beams, I saw the ceiling, and I saw that it had that full block opening, and I really, really loved it. So that's why I opened Cala.
Along with the main dining room in the front, Camara operates a taco stand in the back of the building, Tacos Cala. And last month, she and fellow chef Jessica Kozlow opened a new restaurant, Onda, in Santa Monica. But officially, Camara has moved back to Mexico City, where she's serving as a cultural advisor to Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Mexico's president just happened to be a customer at Contramar. He was in San Francisco about 2 years ago on business when he stopped by Cala to see her.
And he said, Gabriela, this time I'm going to win. And you're going to have to come back to work with me in Mexico. And I thought, first you win. We've gone through this twice already, 2 elections that have been not successful.
López Obrador was elected president in July 2018. Camara says the chance to serve all the people of Mexico was impossible to turn down.
I think it's worth my time, for sure, and my life, to give it a shot at helping him. I never set out to serve others as a mission. But I think that now it is my mission.
It's just one more thing added to Camara's plate.
This has mussels,
Right.
and a little bit of chile serrano.
But even with the new responsibility, she's abiding by the old saying, don't quit your day job.
My mouth is
And the masa gets in there, and it's good. I think food should be above anything delicious. And then,
success.
yeah.
Food was delicious, but when I tell you this woman is fascinating, watch the Netflix documentary. You spend 2 seconds with her, really, hopefully maybe from this short time. You just want to know more from her.
Yeah, I already put Onda in my calendar.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
go to Los Angeles.
Yeah, and when
I'm
you're
like,
in San Francisco, go to Cala.
I love the portion sizes, too. They're so beautiful, but it doesn't look like it's overwhelming.
It's not.
Yeah.
Share as well. Yeah.
Really good. Thanks, Dana.